So tell me about the neighborhood you grew up in.
The neighborhood called Besarabka, and anyone who came from Kyiv would know immediately where that is. And it's the very heart of Kyiv. It's an older neighborhood. It had its ups and downs, but mostly I loved it. Everything was so close: my house, my school, the movie theater, my grandma's pharmacy, the marketplace, all around that little area. And the interesting part that when I grew up, there was a building what at that time was a puppet theater, and I had no idea what it was before, and I actually loved puppet theater, and I went there often. But when I came last year, it's a synagogue, and I learned more about history. I mean, it's never late to learn. I should have learned it earlier maybe. But that building actually was what called Brodsky Synagogue. The historical synagogue was built in very early 20th century, I believe, or maybe late 19th, by a wealthy merchant, Brodsky, and it was functioning for a long time. Then it was closed in 50s, I believe, or maybe even earlier. And in my time, it was turned into a puppet theater, which wasn't such a bad thing. But now it's back to synagogue, and it's a beautiful building. And I walked in, and again, I wish my grandmother lived to see that. She would be very happy. So I think this that is a highlight of the neighborhood. And I think historically it was a Jewish neighborhood. That's where Sholem Aleichem lived when he was living in Kyiv. Where when I grew up, there was a plaque on the building. Now it's a little museum, which I think is very special. And there is a monument to Sholem Aleichem right across from my window, which made me cry when I saw it. And around the other corner of my street, there is a plaque to Golda Meir, who actually was born and lived her early years and that. So you can imagine what kind of place is that.